Masonic celebrities. Is it really hard to believe that all these entertainers in the gospel world, R&B world, actors, DJs, etc. are misleading us? Well, Black America, I'm here to tell you they are. Let's talk about a guy who's everybody loved at one point in time. This guy's made some great music. His name, Prince. If you notice, Prince's hand is over his heart. That's one of the Mason rituals to show dedication, sincerity, that you will never go against the word. You will keep deceiving the people and honoring the brotherhood. Look here. Prince even takes it a step further by taking a picture with the thumbs, fingers locked in the upward motion. Normally a position like this would be face down, but Prince is showing his brothers that he's still a part of what they do. And how about his buddy, Mr. Rock and Roll star / funk star, Lenny Kravitz? You see, I know it's hard to believe when you first see these things and you say, well, these guys just doing this because they're not where they're at. Everything will be revealed, man. The Most High has told us He's going to reveal everything that was hidden, because there's nothing new under the sun. Lenny Kravitz, superstar. Lenny Kravitz here at a party, and whenever they see the cameras or photos, they know something is going down, so they always on lockdown, meaning they got to always show their symbols that they're down with the brotherhood. Wow, that's the life they lead, man. You know, some people know what they want to do at an early childhood. Yeah, Mr. Michael Jackson before the skin peel. Mr. Michael Jackson been a part of the Masonic rituals for a long, long time. And I know a lot of you don't want to believe that Mr. Michael Jackson molested those children. Mr. Michael Jackson is great indeed a molester. That's one of the ways he never get convicted, because they protect their own. As seen here, he's holding a Marine's hand with the thumb down, masonry. As he's seen here in another picture with his hand over his heart, showing his brothers he is truly dedicated and sincere. He gives the peace sign, but I think this one tells it all. What Michael Jackson is really about. His fame, fortune, masonry. Beyonce. Didn't believe Beyonce was a part of it, but she is. The pyramid across the eye, just like the back of the dollar, right? Oh wow, it gets even better. Elton John, who's openly gay, who's never been in the closet. Puff Daddy's hugging him like he's been knowing him for 20 years. I want you to take a close look at that symbol on his jacket. That's a skull with a ring with fire and red within Elton John's jacket, symbolizing Mason. I know it's hard to believe, but how about Danny Glover? His hand is shaped in a pyramid. Danny been a part of this thing a long, long time. Let's talk about Mr. Kirk Franklin. Kirk Franklin has his hand cupped over one another, indicating that he will stay in his place. He will not rock the boat. He will do as he's told, much like his friend T.D. Jakes. The same symbol of masonry. These symbols are rituals, and they're letting the elite know that they will stay in their place and keep deceiving the public. Kirk Franklin seen with the hand over the heart and an L motion, indicating his sincerity to his brotherhood. He will keep doing what he needs to do and never tell the truth in the oath that he's taken. So he keeps running rewards, and he will keep shooting up to the top of the charts and getting lots and lots of fame. You notice Kirk Franklin wearing the foundation now. You have to put that into question when any man wear a foundation. And this says it all. Wow. He got Jesus freak on his shirt and holding up the Baphomet sign. You people better wake up, man. The Most High is coming back in a fury. Mr. Sexy himself stands there, takes the pyramid sign and put a cross over it and makes it into a trademark. Believe that? Look at the hands. Let's take a closer look. That's plain, man. If you don't see that, something's wrong with you. Eddie Long is nothing but a pimp in sheep clothing. Now check this out. Bush, this is definitely the brotherhood. He's congratulating Eddie Long for doing such a great job. Head to head, peck to peck, shoulder to shoulder, knee to knee. Wow. This guy here don't take a lot of pictures because he already know what he's about. But he still made a mistake by putting the thumb under the chin. That's a masonry sign too. Those of you who like Joel, man, look at Victoria, how she's looking out at the camera. She's really looking out at the monitor to make sure everything is in position when they get ready to flash their signs. So Joel does the first sign, right? He's making sure that everyone sees what he's doing. And Fox is just a symbol in the back in the Greek term, 666. Still not convinced? That's okay. Check this out in New York. Victoria stands next to her husband, but you can't quite see her sign, right? So why don't we play a little camera trick and switch it around? Right. There she is in full blown putting up the Mason sign to let her elite know we're talking to the public, we're on camera, but we're deceiving them as well. Alright? Joel is congratulating Billy Joel along with Billy Graham. A handshake like that with the fingers out is congratulating the Mason master, and the master Mason is congratulating Joel on a fabulous job. Notice how Victoria always camera ready. She's got to make sure her hand's in position, and she got to make sure she's on point, as seen here. Before she talks, she got to make sure she's totally in focus, because their wealth depends on their brotherhood. Pyramid sign. If you folks can't see this, man, there's something seriously wrong with you with being in denial. Now we're going to take a look at all of these so-called leaders. Now remember, a lot of the Caucasian people you see that's very famous got a lot of the black folks started when they took them under their wing. So I'm flashing up a lot of different faces. Some of you already know them, some of you don't. You know, Donnie Kirkland, before that BBC Wyans, Ty Trebet, MC Hammer. You know, we're just scrolling on some pictures because I'm about to get to a point. Mr. T, who would have thought? Billy Blanks, Mr. Tybo Man, Clifton Davis, that's your boy, Mr. Bryant, Jamal Bryant. So why am I flashing all their pictures? Because all of these people have something to do with TBN. And TBN is very satanic. Anyone that goes on there, anyone that follow the rules and take a check from them are the Baphomet. You know, I don't have time to spread it out like I wanted to because everything on a time frame at YouTube, but and I didn't want to do part 1, part 2, part 3, but these people worship the Baphomet, man. And I hope this was enlightening to some of you. Some of you might be offended, but truth hurts. TBN. You know, the symbol itself for TBN networks is very, very satanic. Let's talk about a person who has a lot of influence and been in the business for 40 years. Kenneth Copeland. You know, Kenneth Copeland is very, very wealthy, along with his wife, networking. These people have put a lot of people up like T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar. They're responsible for a lot of wealth in the gospel industry. So this is why it is in essence to talk about these people on Black Masonic celebrities. Black people cannot be wealthy if it wasn't for these people setting them up. Now here's a picture of Kenneth Copeland and his wife and his friend. Notice to the left of you, this guy is letting his elite know with BS in the public. Masonic all the way, man. When are you people going to open up your eyes and see that this is real? Let's turn the page. Let's talk about Queen Latifah. You know, Queen Latifah has did many nasty things to get where she's at. Well, the fact that she sleep with a woman, that's a prerogative, right? Oh well. Well, that's just half of what Queen Latifah did to get where she's at. This woman is very satanic, man. She'll do anything to make a dollar. Well, let's not throw her out there by herself. Let's talk about Wu-Tang. Yeah, who could believe it, right? Roz, Method Man. Well, they are. These hip hoppers are so full of it, their eyes are brown. Now check out Method Man. I guess here you would say he's just fooling around, right? Well, he's gonna turn it the other way to let you know he's down with the Baphomet. That's plain, man. These guys know exactly what they're doing. Alright? They're full of it. Let's turn the other page. Jay-Z, Bill Gates, having dinner with the man. Jay-Z went so far to put the satanic on his shirt. Look what it says. The Rambling Elite. This man is talking about Baphomet. Let's see what they really think of Jay-Z. Someone made a doll. I don't think it ever hit the showroom. But look like here they call him a monkey. These Negroes won't learn. But check him out. He's throwing up the sign as if, hey man, this is just sports. It's no big deal. It's just a gesture. This dude knows exactly what he is doing. Black women, you all really need to learn what you're getting into because they don't have a clue. They're just trying to get a check, right? Check this out. Kanye West wants to know why his mother died so tragically. Kanye West is so deep in this thing, man. He eats, breathes, lives it. He wants to know why his mom, of all moms, was taken. Kanye, you're satanic. Let's turn the tables. America's in love with Samuel Jackson, right? Don't get me wrong. This brother can act. He can act. But have you ever asked yourself, how did he get the roles of Star Wars? I mean, that's a pretty important role, don't you think? That role don't come by everybody very easily. So how did he get the role? Well, people, I got some shocking news. Samuel Jackson got the role in Star Wars after he had sex with the owner, George Lucas. Yeah, owner, director / George Lucas is very satanic. Check this out. These are his 2 daughters. What do you see? This ain't coincidence, man. This is how they get down. Samuel Jackson had sex with George Lucas. The entire cast of Star Wars have to have sex with the same sex in order to be a part of Star Wars. There is no negotiation. If you're not willing to do it, you will not be a part of Star Wars. Samuel Jackson knew exactly what he was getting into. Now check out his shirt. There's a crown, a skull. Let's get a better look at this, man. That's the same symbol that TBN uses, isn't it? Very, very satanic. Samuel Jackson is well aware of what he's doing. So don't feel sorry for him when the nukes start hitting him. Alright? All of this has a play with the rabbis, the Catholic Church. They condone all this type of mess, man. They behind some of the biggest stars in America. Remember when the Pope was around? Look at that crucifixion of Christ. And they got a lot to do with the NYPD. Look at the hand on the heart. That's satanic, man. And they always send one of their own, the rabbis. Let's check this out. This guy works for the big elite Catholic Church organizations. These guys are satanic as they come. I want you to pay attention to the Pope who passed on. But look at his hands. When he was with Bill Clinton, his hand symbolizes that his time is up and he is now ready to move on. Very, very masonry. But let's go somewhere else where they all hang out at. Look at the guy with the tassel. His hand's gonna say, hey, we're here, we're getting down, but hey, we're still part of the brotherhood. You understand? George Bush looks at T.D. Jakes with worry. Look at him real hard, man. Just check out how George Bush is looking at T.D. Jakes. Let's take another look. Check that out. Did you miss it? T.D. Jakes look worried, huh? Let's slow it down. Why is George Bush looking at T.D. Jakes with worry? As if T.D. Jakes knows that he's doing something wrong. Huh? Let's look at T.D. Jakes. Is that a man of confidence? If that man really believes he's doing the right thing, that's a man who is worried. but I don't feel sorry for his ass. Moving on. This is where they worship the Baphomet and the owl. The reason they worship the owl is because the owl symbolizes unique, clever, and quiet, and be able to see everything in the dark that most people can't see. Now look at this ritual. That is a baby. That is a child that was sacrificed. I don't know what race it was, but it's a child that was sacrificed for this ritual. Let's take a closer look. Do you see the skull? Do you see the hands? That was a sacrifice, man. That's a crucifixion. All right. When you're getting close to the Baphomet leaders, you'll see a BC sign. You have to park in a designated area, and they have a van or a truck to pick you up. And some of the people that's a part of this, CEO and president of McDonald's, president of France. Yeah, shocking, huh? Pat Robertson, the devil himself. George Bush. And we can't forget his best friend, John McCain. Oh wait, it gets better. There he is, Tony Blair, the UK, right? Look close at the hands. Very Masonic, huh? Steven Spielberg, hot filmmaker. Dick Cheney and friends. Al Gore, wow. Bill Clinton. Now all of these people are being controlled by one man. His name, Evelyn Rothschild. That's right, people. Evelyn Rothschild is the richest man in the world. But he's beginning to pass his power along to his son, David Rockefeller. But don't David kind of look like someone in the past? I mean, to me, he looks like Caesar Borgia. Or is it just me? Okay, let's bring David back. Man, talk about reincarnation. Nevertheless, these people are all about the Baphomet. This is who they praise on a day in and day out basis. Yeah, hard to believe. Let me tell you about the daddy, what he's a part of. He funds the war, okay? Yes, he does. He funds war. He controls banking and real estate, fashion, hip-hop, Disney, the media networks, MTV, BET, etc. All of the sports, actresses and actors, filmmaking, fast food restaurants, genetic engineering, 9/11 World Trade Center, all the terrorist attacks. Oh yes, and last, YouTube. You didn't know? Well, now you know. You know, it's all about dollar bill, y'all. This guy got plenty of cake. And all the black Masonic people that sold out, wow, I feel sorry for y'all, man. The Most High gonna tear y'all a new ass. You see, this man is not that powerful because the Most High set him up. But the Most High is the only one can tear him down.